We highlighted chapter 21, verse 25. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. So the significance is it shows us how horrible things can get out of hand if everyone does what they think is right in their own eyes. So the message to the Israelites, it illustrates to the people how bad of a state they were in. They were morally depraved, spiritually confused, politically divided. What is the message to us? God can use anyone willing. What does that mean? Let's go to our next slide. See that it is God who is in control. It was never the Israelites or their enemies. It was God. Even if he had to use another nation to enforce judgment in his own land. So throughout the book, God used judges to deliver his people, and he always used their weakness to showcase God's power. For example, we remember Ehud was left-handed, and that was considered abnormal, but his uniqueness was used for God's purpose. Deborah, being a woman, during her time, God shows that he can accomplish great things by anyone, through anyone willing to be led by him. So these guys weren't stepping up. Deborah did. We have Gideon, who doubted God, and yet God still used him and chose him. Samson lacked discipline, yet God was a source of his strength. So Judges shows us God's strength if we are willing. It's that Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So through Christ we are strengthened. This book also shows God's patience and long suffering. Like this cycle of Judges, if you remember, lasted 350 years, and God never left the Israelites. He remained faithful throughout their sin. So God's faithfulness and God's strength. Christ remains faithful to us throughout our sin. This Bible story I've mentioned always pointed to our need for a king, fulfilling the plot that someone is coming to save us once for all. In those days, they had no king. Well, guess what? In our day, we do have a king, and that is in Jesus. Christ is the ultimate judge, savior, and deliverer. When God sent judges for restoration, it always was pointed to the bigger message that God's going to send his only son to bring restoration. So that's the big message of someone is coming in the book of Judges. So